What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Wednesday, it's midweek, 16th of October. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Now on today's agenda, we're going to be breaking down the markets. To talk to you guys about a couple of opportunities that are out there so that you guys have some guidance on how to attack the markets for the rest of the week. All right. Hopefully you guys have made some money. Hopefully you guys have taken the information I gave you in the last couple of videos, put that into practice. If you did, you would be doing very well for yourselves. All right, that's the aim of the game. Aim of the game is to help you guys make money from the markets with ease. Speaking of which, all right, before I get going, before I get flowing, let me just show you guys the activity that has been going on with myself and those who are over the Patreon. Some of you guys may not know, but there is a community that I guide over at the Patreon, and those are the guys that get the real-time alerts, right? Those are the guys who are in the know. Those are guys who get that real-time information from me. So whenever I enter into a position, they're the first to know. All right, so I'll share this with you guys. This is what we're dealing with right now. This is the last trade that we entered into yesterday. All right, I'm making a meal of this, but you guys can see currently it's up $8,000. All right, I'm not going to reveal to you what trade that is, all right, because I'm going to keep that a little bit secret. But those who are over the Patreon, they know, you guys know what trade that is. All right, you know exactly what trade that is because we entered into that trade yesterday. All right. That's the beauty about the markets, guys. Opportunity to make a lot of money. It's not hard. It's not complicated. What you need to know is a couple of basics. And if you're already involved in the markets and you've been doing a couple of things, you probably just need a rehash or refresh of your approach. If you do that, I guarantee you are going to do very well from these markets, right? It is inevitable. That being said, let's see what the markets has for us today. All right, we know we've seen some action that's been a little bit all over the place. Which would have confused a lot of people. Right? Would have confused a lot of people out there in the markets. A lot of people wouldn't understand what's going on or what direction or what's taking place. All right, because yesterday we did see a sell-off in the markets. And this just goes to show you what I was telling you guys, what I was trying to explain to you. The market is going to throw you these curveballs. If you're not prepared, it's going to catch you off guard. It's going to move you off center, take you out of position, and put you in things where you're not supposed to be. But if you understand these curveballs, if you understand these hurdles that the market positions in front of you, you're going to be able to navigate them and then act accordingly and actually use it to your advantage. So, as I was saying to you yesterday, I don't expect the market to have consecutive green days up till it reaches a new high. By the market, I'm talking about the NASDAQ, by the way. I told you we should expect some of these red days. We should expect some sell-offs. We should expect some divergence. We should expect the market to play some trickery. And if you're able to recognize that, you can take advantage of that. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. We saw the market through a bit of a curveball. That's that red candlestick you guys can see there. But where does it go from here? Now, even though the market threw that curveball yesterday, right, in that red day, we are still in a position of strength. We still have momentum. We still have firepower behind this markets. We still have room to move higher. And that's exactly where we're going. We are going higher. Okay, so the market has put in what we call a local peak. However, we should expect that to be taken out in due course. Okay. As a matter of fact, we shouldn't expect the market to go any lower or too much lower from here. Okay. This is what we call a reversal zone, simply because we've just come into a level of a key area. Okay, a key area. This is an area that has relevance, and we should expect a move higher from here. Okay, we should expect a move higher from here. And then there's many ways that you can actually play that. If you want to play that, obviously one of the best ways is with TQQQ. Remember, this is a 3x on whatever the QQQ moves. So if the QQQ is going to move 1%, TQQQ is going to move 3%, right? That opens up the opportunity for a lot of gains, especially when you are utilizing the options market. Remember, we don't want to be trading stocks or anything like that. That doesn't generate us enough return. What we want to be doing is we want to be taking advantage of the options market, because in the options market, you're going to get way more top volatility, and because of that volatility, you're going to be rewarded in returns. So we're talking returns 50 to 100% play by play. All right, no less than 50%. That's a huge return right there. That is a massive return. That is why I always say to you guys, if you're not already taking advantage of the options market, you should be, because the options market is a place to print, and print heavy. So TQQQ is one of these golden childs of the market that you guys can keep rehashing over and over and over again. And there is still upside here, okay? There is still plenty of upside in TQQQ to progress and move towards that $80 mark. But while it's still fresh on my mind, I just thought of something. I have been speaking to you guys about Palantir extensively, and I think last week I was telling you guys exactly where we're going to go. $44. We hit that 44. I told you this was when Palantir was down at like 40. I told you we're going to go up to 44, hit that 44. That's going to be a reversal point. If you look at the charts, you can see those 3 red candles reversing precisely off that 44. Now, this isn't because I'm I have some sort of crystal ball. This simply is because I've spent years and years and years of accumulated time in the markets. When you spend years and years doing the same thing, you're going to get exceptionally good at it. And it so happens to be that being exceptionally good at the market allows you to generate a lot of money, because you're able to predict with accuracy and then hop over to the options market and then utilize the massive potential that is there, that exists there. All right, so when it comes to Palantir, let me just give you guys, see if I can give you guys a little bit of an update in terms of where we should expect to go next. Palantir is one I haven't actually looked at since last week. You know, I'm not going to give you any kind of prediction on Palantir. It just doesn't, there's nothing too appealing there for me. Okay, there's nothing too appealing there. There's no trade or opportunity that I want to take. And that brings me to another point. All my trades I have massive conviction in. Okay, it should be clear, crystal clear what direction it's going to go. If there's any kind of ambiguity or uncertainty around that trade or that position that you are looking at, you simply just avoid it. That's just part of the process to becoming expert level in this game. Once you get to that level where you're able to pass up on opportunities with ease, like you saw me do, I looked at it, it took me no less than 10 seconds to rule it out, because it will be a couple of days time when a better opportunity will open up, and then that's when you can go ahead and execute on that. So all it takes is a little bit of understanding, guys. Again, keep it basic. The basics is all you need. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need any fancy indicators, technicals, or anything like that. Just the basics is all you need. Just the basic fundamentals is enough to do exceptionally well. Then all you need is a little bit of self-discipline, which is probably the hardest thing to do in the market. It's a little bit of self-discipline goes miles and miles and miles in this game. So have a little bit of self-discipline, combine that with some basic fundamentals in the market. Don't need to overcomplicate it. And then that's how you're on to massive winning streak. So nothing on Palantir, but you guys have already got a good sense of the next move we're going to see in the markets in terms of the direction being higher, right? Higher. And you can utilize names, and I've already kind of gone through that, but that's some nuggets for you guys to take away. Again, hop into the Patreon, get those real-time alerts and that information. All right, as I said, guys are doing exceptionally well on that trade right now as we speak, and I'll give you guys a little bit of an update on that in a couple of days' time. And that's it. You guys have got all the information you need, all right? So I'll catch you on the next one.